everybody, this is Amy Rich with amyrich.net, here with the 12th in the 12 projects of Christmas 2022. Woohoo, we made it. If you have not seen them all, I urge you to go back and watch. There are some dandies in there, and I think you are going to enjoy what you see. So tonight we are featuring the Texture Chic Designer Series paper from the annual catalog. So I'm going to bring that in just really quickly to show you the DSP that we're using. It is found on page 134 in the 2022-23 annual catalog. And it's got, as you can see, gold foil on one side, and then its other side I will show you in just a second. So this top one is the one that we're going to use. It features some evening evergreen and soft succulent. I love this one. I love the flip to show showcase those really pretty snowflakes. Love it. And then this one is one that I've used almost all of it. I used it for a class, I think. And then here's the back side. It's almost got like a board look in evening evergreen color. And then the idea behind Texture Chic is that they feature all of the seasons. So you can see here some fall leaves, and the colors in here are pretty fun as well. I love the Mango Melody popped in there for color, and this one's really pretty too. All kinds of beautiful designer series paper. I have been hoarding it. So you are special because I am using it for you on this last project of Christmas. And then the distressed gold, that is also found in the annual catalog, and it has been out of stock a couple of times already this fall. Distressed gold here on page 139. So I am really using some beautiful papers on you, and I hope you appreciate that fact. We're going to start with a piece of 3 3/4 by 5 of that beautiful designer series paper. And remember, I'm keeping it easy now for these last couple of projects. So I'm going to show you something that you can do very easily. And I'm just going to cut on the diagonal. So I'm going to line up the opposite corners in my trimmer. Oops, I slipped. And then I'm going to put the blade in the center so I'm not bunching up the edge, the corner. And then keeping it together, this is a little bit tricky, but it manages okay. I am going to put the opposite two corners in as well and cut those so that what we have now are 4 pieces. Now, if you like both sides of the designer series paper, all you have to do is a little flip, and then you can use it like that. Now, if you don't necessarily like those sides together, you can cut another piece 3 3/4 by 5, and then you can swap the pieces out. So for instance, if I wanted to use the gold as my accent here, I would cut that at 3 3/4 by 5, diagonal cut it the same way, and then swap out pieces so that 2 of these would go like this, and then these 2 pieces from the gold would be in here, and then vice versa. So you'd get 2 cards out of the 2 different pieces of paper. In this case, I like the sides together, so I'm just going with that. Now, the other cardstock that I'm going to use is, of course, the evening evergreen and soft succulent. So I'm going to grab a piece of grid paper. I would prefer my silicone craft sheet, but that is nowhere to be found. So this is what I'm stuck with, which is fine. So I'm going to go off the corners, and that's why the silicone craft sheet would be nice, but that's all right. We got some protection here on my desk. And then I'm just going to slip this corner into place, leaving a little border on the outside. So it's a little bit more tone on tone with this piece, but then once we get this piece into place, you know, we'll be good to go. So I'm going to do both of these first. It's going to make the rest of it go together just a little bit more easily. So I want to come away from the corners a little bit because there's going to be that space there. And then I'm not going to worry too much about not grabbing each other in the center, because I'm going to cover that part up. So then I'm going to go back with these two pieces and fill in space. So this can work really with any designer series paper. Like I said, if you wanted to use the same one and just flip like I did for this one, that works great. Then you are only making one card, but you can make two if you use two different pieces and then swap them out with each other. So that's kind of nice to have options. And then our soft succulent card base measures 5.5 by 8.5 and then scored in half. So everything is pretty simple here so far, and it's not going to get much more complicated, I promise. So excited to share something fancy dies, which will be coming in the January to April 2023 mini catalog. So these are coming your way very soon. They'll be available for customers in January. And I love the different shapes and how they nest. So I grabbed these two right here and cut a piece of the distressed gold out of the large piece, and then the soft succulent out of the smaller piece. So we're going to take our adhesive and just put some, I'm running out of adhesive. That's no good. Just put some in the center there. And then I am going to do a little zigzag with my soft succulent open weave ribbon. So I'll just do that and then trim it off. And now we're going to add our piece of gold over the top. And I don't know, I think I got enough to finish this card. We'll see. So we'll add that. And then I'm going to take our soft succulent piece and the Hope and Peace stamp set. I love the Merry Christmas in here. I think that is absolutely gorgeous. And then I'm going to stamp that in Evening Evergreen ink. I didn't want to do a stark white or even a vanilla on this card because I thought it might ruin it and be too much of a distraction from the designer series paper, because I really think the DSP shows so nicely here. And then I'm gonna pop that up. Don't you love these labels? So excited. When the hippo dies were retiring last spring, I was like, great. I use those dies all the time for my sentiments, so it's nice to have some nesting labels back again. And then grabbing my brushed metallic adhesive back dots, I'm going to use a couple of the gold ones because they just will bring out the gold in the DSP really nicely here. There we go. Quick and easy, right? Thanks for joining me. Thanks for being on this journey of the 12 projects of Christmas 2022. I hope you've enjoyed this last project and also all of the other ones along the way. I really do love to read all of your comments and respond back. So please do that, and I'd love to hear from you. And until 2023, I'm signing off for the 12 projects of Christmas.